Everybody, how's it going? How's things going today? We got several big things going on right now. Also, gonna be playing Battlegrounds. Any top champs to keep in this deck? Yeah, I'll be interested to see some decks and stuff. As everybody knows, I did the 9.5 hour stream on Sunday night and still did not achieve Cavalier. We fell a little short. As a matter of fact, the community post to mark that is officially up. DD has come through with the thumbnail, or more appropriately, image that he would like to have me post and do my graciousness. And so it has been posted on the community page on the channel. So over on YouTube, that is. Guys, make sure you take a chance to stop over there and check that out. Why do I not have chat over here? Sorry, guys. Had to do a bunch of testing last night to get everything figured out so we could figure out what was going on. Why do I keep just getting... That's not doing what I want. Something is... Sorry, I'm trying to get Rumble chat up over on the... There we go. For some reason, it keeps closing Rumble chat over there. I'll probably just pop back and forth between them to make sure if anybody is over on the Rumble. Apologize, don't want that happening because we already know the effects of that, and it's not good. I will be popping back and forth between YouTube and Rumble to double check on chats and make sure how everything's going. Well, you guys can tell I started late and had totally everything else in plan under the sun. Didn't even have lighting set properly, nothing else. It's been one of those busy mornings, to be truthful with you. But in the process of the busy morning, a few things have happened. So I do want to illustrate how not to be a good officer in an alliance. So as everybody knows, the little account, like I said, I came up short on becoming Cavalier. We did need a few more resources to be able to go ahead and push everything properly. So we have been pushing a bit this week. Unfortunately, the alliance that I ended up in, that has been the alliance that hasn't kicked me yet, has not had great leadership. So we will be leaving this alliance as soon as Alliance War rewards come in. I completed well more than 5 wars this season on this account, so I want to make sure that I at least get my rewards for doing so. Obviously, AQ rewards are coming in a couple days, or well, probably later this evening, I should say. But one of the officers waited until 2 hours and 41 minutes ago to start Alliance Quest for the week, which has been absolutely wonderful. So they started on map 3, and I spent 80 units to do so, but in under an hour, I ran the entire way through the boss. If you had given me even 12 hours, I could have made sure that got done without me having to spend units. So if you are running alliances, guys, please understand, especially right now when we have so much going on in game that is so important. As a matter of fact, because of the fact that they didn't give me enough rounds this week in Alliance Quest, I am still 2 fights shy of the final milestone in the Alliance Quest solo event. That obviously I'll turn around and pick up when I switch over to a different alliance. The other thing I want to point out is everybody has been asking, because I talked about it repeatedly, that there was going to be a 6-star relic available for everybody. and I have checked on all 3 accounts. It is available literally for everybody. Like I said, all it comes down to is doing battlegrounds. That is going to be the last thing that is not only going to get you the last of the primordial dust to be that everybody's looking for at the rank 2 to be able to ascend a 6-star. But the other part of it is here a full 6-star relic, and I'm able to get this on an uncollected account. So that being said, as long as you are at least uncollected and you are doing everything in your alliance that you are supposed to be doing, and your alliance is doing what they're supposed to be doing, because obviously, again, I haven't gotten all of them, in spite of the fact that I have put in more work than the entire rest of the alliance, which is again why we are going to be switching alliances as soon as the rewards come in, and I will have to go earn my spot over there, and that's fine. Not worried about it. I'll make it work. We still have 27 days left in the event, but Battlegrounds is what is priority now. So, before we get that started, Battlegrounds is going to give me some more resources to be able to work on pushing up some more champions as well. We have pushed up a few over the last couple days. We are getting in a better position on that. We also do have a Platinum Pool Crystal here. Want to see if we can get a few more pieces there. We got 7 of these Defender Crystals. These have been great for us so far, guys. We've gotten a few 5-stars out of this and 2 6-stars out of this. Let's see out of these 7 if we can pick up any more. So we will just awakened 5-star Apocalypse. Rob Smith. Hi, Girl Scout. I'm gonna be grinding hard, so I'm gonna MIA in chat today, but wanted to say hello. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate you stopping in, showing the support and everything else. Picked up 4 new champions. 4-star Dr. Doom, 3-star iDoom, which we already have as a 5-star. Korg, which we already have as a 6-star. And Hulkling, who we also have as a 5-star. But that awakening on Apocalypse is really big for us. That's going to help quite a bit. So really excited to have that in place. That will make this push even easier. On top of that, guys, we have picked up quite a bit of stuff as well. We're going to start with, we almost have 3 full 4-stars. We'll pick up enough to push over to another one of those very shortly. Going to pop that. Unfortunately, both new champions, but good new champions at that. Medusa is great. Really happy to add her to the roster. We have picked up enough for 2 5-stars. So let's see if maybe we can get a dupe here. Hey, Gerson, nice to see you. Appreciate you stopping in. We're just kind of going over a few things. Okay, so Guardian and Scorpion. 2 more banger champions. This account just has such amazing luck. I do not know what it is. I just keep getting better and better champions. Resources are the problem. Let's go ahead and look over here. We got a mythical crystal ready to pop already as well. 6-star Apocalypse right after duping the 5-star. Well, okay. So that helps. And we have 1 more 6-star to open. This actually, even before duping the Apocalypse, was going to put us at enough so that we actually qualify for being able to get the 6-stars out of artifacts, which is great. Apocalypse is our 8th 6-star on this account. This will be our 9th unless it happens to be an awakening, which would be huge. But I don't expect that after only 8 champions to really be duping. Okay, Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. I know Mikey absolutely loves him and does amazing work with him. I might have to talk to the man, but I'm still not going to consider that one anywhere near as good as Apocalypse. But again, that is our 9th 6-star on the account, so at least that gives us full count for being able to do arena grind. That helps. Also gives us a few more champions to throw in our deck for Battlegrounds. So again, not upset as far as that goes whatsoever. I'm guessing I'm missing something. I'm going to have to go out and come back in because that's saying 2 and I only see 1 there. Yeah, okay, so it just hadn't added in all the shards. Um, Obviously, a bunch of profile pictures because of champions we hadn't pulled already. Let's stop over and look at the champions at this point. We have been pushing Hercules up. We pushed up Absorbing Man quite a bit. I still know Apocalypse on my main account, even as a 5-star. Yeah, actually, that's the sad thing is not. I was happy because we awakened 5-star Apocalypse, and that was going to be big for us, and we could throw all those resources directly into him, but turning around and pulling the 6-star Apocalypse, I feel like the ISO should probably go into him instead. So, pretty heavy on that one by far. This is definitely looking amazing. I know we picked up a little bit more. So we've almost got Hercules to 455. We're at 445 right now. That is not bad. Not upset on that whatsoever. I've been throwing any skill ISO into Black Widow for the moment. We got a couple more skill champions. Actually, I meant to be throwing it into Korg. That's where it was supposed to be going. Never mind. That was a mess up on my part. But let's go ahead and get over here and start picking up some more resources. Rank the 6-star for sure, bro. Yeah, definitely pushing the 6-star first. Love having both of them in there. Didn't want that. But let's go ahead. We are just shy. This will be the first time I've even gotten into Battlegrounds, as you can see on this account. Didn't bother right after we turned uncollected, mostly because it was going to just be so much extra work. But at this point, with those rewards there, how much that can help the account, we really kind of just got to go for it and get in here and do so. Am I expecting that we have the deck for this? No. Am I expecting... the nice thing, though, I will admit, is the fact, because of seeding, I can end up with some lower... Okay, so I do have enough to do it off of 5 and 6 stars alone. So that makes it... That kind of... Hold on. That changes the strategy a little bit. Obviously, I want the best of the best in here. I'll throw Venom Pool in, Venom, Iceman. Even without them being leveled up, there are certain champions I'd much rather have in here than others. Let's see. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. Not perfect by any means. I just pulled the original Black Widow 6 times out of the last 10 featured. Oh man, that hurts. That's nasty. But let's go ahead and get some Battlegrounds in here. I know a lot of people are going to be doing Battlegrounds pushes right now. I know, I'm pretty sure, I haven't double checked, but I know at some point today, if he's not already, DD's going to be doing a long stream. He's trying to hit Gladiator Circuit in a single day. I wish him all the luck on that. I mentioned already that I did pay my debt to DD as far as not making it to Cavalier. If you guys have not seen the community post on that, it is on the channel. Go ahead, take your laugh, but we're not done yet. We're going to get this. You might as well put the 6 stars, by the way, in your deck, bro. Yeah, I mean, I know I could put the 6 star, a couple of the 6 stars that I left out of there in here. I'm really just, I mean, if any wins we get are phenomenal, but I'm really not worrying too much about it. If we can get get enough rounds in to get the milestones in off right off the bat, maybe pick up a few wins to get the next milestone out of the way. Um, that's going to be wonderful, but I'm really honestly just whatever we can get out of this is whatever we can get out of it. We'll pick up some stuff. More health and attack. How many you need for the objective? 20 wins or so, I think. Yeah, I know the last one is 10. I believe it's 1, 3, 5, 10. So it would be 18 total. Chris Gonzalez, nice to see you. Appreciate you stopping in, man. We are doing a little bit of battlegrounds at the moment, just kind of making sure that we are getting everything in place so that we can Eclipse. Nice to see you as well. Like I said, we're just kind of doing a little battlegrounds here so that we can kind of try and get some of the milestones out of the way for the new event. That 6-star relic managed to post a and not to mention we'll be doing a lot on the main account probably tomorrow, because we definitely want to get that 6-star relic over there. That's going to be huge for any count. I don't care if you are uncollected, Cavalier, or Paragon, anything in between. Having that 6-star relic on your roster, even no matter what relic it is going to be overwhelmingly useful. And so, guys, don't miss out on that. That was bad timing. A battlegrounds for battle group for off-season war online, if anyone. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna. I will let you guys know. My main alliance right now is we have 2 spots open. If anybody's looking for an alliance right now, we're actually going to be running all 3 battle groups for off-season war. Normally we take off-season off. I'm actually doing that in both alliances right now, just because that way anybody that still needs points in these events has an opportunity to earn them. Obviously, you can earn them through incursions, earn them through war, earn them through alliance quest, and also earn them through battlegrounds, incursions, war, and alliance quest. But I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity whatsoever. We're not worrying too much about wins and losses in the off season. This meta is a nuke meta. Doesn't necessarily matter how much tech champions per se. If you defeat champions fast and evade specials, good, then you'll be fine. Yeah, I can see that. Honestly, we'll worry about the meta a lot more on the main account than we will on this one. I don't have the resources to level 30 champions up. That is just not doable. And on top of that, especially with trying to make this cab push, it would be Vatlik, Thomas, nice to see both of you. Appreciate you guys stopping in. We are just kind of doing a little bit of battlegrounds, kind of checking everything over on the brand new account here. We are officially just a couple days away from this account being 2 months old, and we started the stream off tonight, this afternoon, whatever you want to call it, with pulling our 9th 6-star champion. We actually pulled a couple banger 5-stars right before that. We were able to pull Scorpion and Awaken Apocalypse. I was really happy with that, and then absolutely ecstatic when we turned around and pulled 6-star Apocalypse afterwards. We followed that up with Daredevil's Hell's Kitchen, which was not the one that I would have particularly chose, but at the same time, it would have been nice to have available. Let's see if we do this. That actually works better. Sorry guys, I'm teaching myself things on the fly. So pretty excited. I just got my first Battlegrounds. I got creamed. Yeah, I mean, that's always possible very early. I talked about this early on as well. At least it picked a good defender for me. So the other thing that I pointed out is in the alliance, this alliance is the only alliance that I'm not the leader of, that I have an account in. And I kind of did that to kind of keep it a little. I just kind of joined a random alliance and everything else. You know, that thing that you would have to do, even if you knew somebody playing the game. More than likely, if somebody got you into the game early on, my thought process is they probably are in an alliance where there's some kind of requirement to get into it. So, you know, a brand new day one account is not going to jump into even a silver 1 alliance, let alone a gold 3 or anything like that. So I definitely wasn't going to put it in my main alliance, and I decided not to put it in my backup alliance either. Current meta this season is around tech champions, Gerson. Jason Rushing, nice to see you, man. Appreciate you stopping in. What just happened? Of course, I win Battlegrounds and get kicked out. How else would it go? But that actually works for us big time. I do still have to go pick up an extra win, though, because it does not count that win. Because we had to finish actually being in one to actually get to the task. Let's see what happens there. Okay, cool. I might actually get into Bronze 2 without much effort. So, like I said, I just went ahead and threw. I just kind of did the search for an alliance and went into whatever I could get into. The first few alliances I was in, I got kicked out of immediately. I also teased a little. I thought I was about to get 5-star Hercules. Instead, it was Immortal Hulk. I can understand the excitement for Hercules by far. But Immortal Hulk is not a bad pull whatsoever. So do not be disappointed there. But like I said, guys, the Alliance, this was the first one that they didn't kick me out within a few hours. Zero Frost Ninja, how's it going, man? Appreciate you stopping in. So we stuck it out. Now it hasn't been bad. You know, there's not many people in the alliance. Not everybody's active. Kind of expect that from a starter alliance by far. But then we got to this week, the most important week that they needed to have Alliance Quest going, and the alliance leader didn't even bother to log in this week. Most of the officers didn't bother to log in this week. So we completely missed out on almost every single day of Alliance Quest, which meant that I couldn't get the milestones. A bow. I hate Battlegrounds again. I hate being out rostered. Well, if you feel out rostered, I think this particular deck will make you feel a lot better because I guarantee you I'm out rostered on it. Um, but guys, that's we. So I stuck it out because I'd already put in enough wars that I wanted to make sure that I got. You need the glory too, bro, to move before. Yeah, that's I won't leave until I get what little glory that I'm getting out of this week's Alliance quest, and until I get Alliance War season rewards in. Um, just not it'd just be a bad move to do so, obviously. Um, that being said, as soon as everything uh, happens to go through, I'm just going to go ahead and bounce out of this alliance and go look for a new one that I can get my wars in, my alliance quest in, those type of things, and pick up the rewards I need. By the way, got legends. Nice. Congratulations, Albao. Hey, Bao. Can't talk. This is what happens when I start way late, guys. Which, speaking of which, we'll be going for probably about 2 hours total. We've been going for about a half an hour already. But also, if anyone has not gotten in the game yet or has not been paying attention, the 6-star relic that I promised everybody was part of this event that people have been asking me about is in the Battlegrounds rewards for the cap event. So make sure you're getting into Battlegrounds. It may suck. It may not be the meta that you want to do, or you may not be a big fan, but a 6-star relic just for getting through the milestones is extremely great and definitely worth it. Cannot wait to see how that goes. Looks like we got 7 watching over on Rumble right now. So, guys, feel free to drop comments in the chat. I am monitoring chat on Rumble and YouTube. So I want to thank everybody for watching on either one. The final 20 dust to ascend the 6-star is also in that objective, correct? That is huge. So, getting through Battlegrounds, doing a bunch of Battlegrounds this season is going to be crucial. It doesn't matter what size account you have. The nice thing is as long as you are at least uncollected, you can pick up that 6-star relic. Now I'm legend. I can say this. If you have a 5-star Herc, rank 5, there are very few excuses not to be a legend in Incursion's event. I didn't push for it. No excuse whatsoever. I just didn't go for it. And that was my choice. Yes, he is 100% a cheat code too. I have Hercules as a 6-star rank 4 on the main account. We actually ascended Hercules on this account. So we will be having some fun with him for sure. Probably should have tried. I'm going to save Ghost to bring back at the end. Hopefully we can pick this victory up. I mean, honestly, if we can't win this one, it isn't going to matter. But at the same time, I figure we'll save her for that final chance if we are able to win this round. I mean, we have won one already, surprisingly enough, which I will take. It will be a pretty big thing. Not to mention, on top of that, though, having those trophy tokens ready for once we do that cab push, will definitely make a huge difference. This is going to make a huge difference in how quickly I die. Um, yeah, we are. I will be doing quite a bit with Herc, obviously, on this account. Not because that's the way I particularly wanted it to go, but we have him. We have him available. Um, we have some banger champions on here, but no reason to handicap ourselves and limit what we can do while we're getting the materials to do rank ups. Definitely not a smart idea by any means. So we're just gonna push. We're gonna push for everything that we can possibly get. That is our second round ever in Battlegrounds on this account. Obviously, like I said, I don't expect to win a lot. So we will take what we can get where we get it. But we will get enough wins over the next month to make sure that we get that 6-star relic for sure. Really excited to see what that will do for the account. Right here, we're going to pick up number 3 round of Battlegrounds, which will get us even more trophy tokens right there. If we could pick up the win, that would push us into bronze 2 already. So, I mean, there is that, and that would be pretty solid. So, see, I'm not the only one pushing Battlegrounds right now. Not that I expected anything less, but I know he's going to be going a lot longer than I will. So, for those of you who stick around and hang out with me until I am ready to call it for the day, we will probably plan that we'll jump over and support Didi after I use up what resources I can, and we can get as much as we can. Don't want to use up too many resources, obviously. This is more about picking up resources than using them. I did do a bit of incursions last night before I crashed. That did help us pick up some of those 4 stars and one of the 5 stars that we opened at the beginning today. So that was definitely helpful. Really excited to see where this can go. I have no 6-star and most likely never. I feel you, bro. My main doesn't have a 6-star Herc, but my mini rank 4 6-star Herc maybe one day though. Yeah, it's amazing. That's one of the nice things about this game. Over 250 champions. You can have the biggest account and not have a champion that somebody has on an account that's only a couple months old. Gerson started off right off the bat. We pulled off 5-star and 6-star Apocalypse today. Awakened the 5-star and then turned around and grabbed the 6-star. And Gerson was saying he doesn't even have an Apocalypse on one of his accounts. Pretty sure I have him on all 3 accounts at this point, though. Yeah, I mean, it has been one of my officers in my main alliance was talking to him not too long ago, actually right before the weekend push, about the luck that I'm having on this account with the pulls that I'm getting, and he couldn't stop cussing. He had quite a bit to say. It was an entertaining conversation for sure. But yeah, I mean, you never know with this game. You know, I definitely am watching this account over here grow. It'll be amazing because by pushing this account to Cavalier this weekend, which we will be pushing for still. Um, I'm not just because we didn't win the bet with DD does not mean we give up. We just regroup, we push our champions up some more, and we get ready to go, and we do. Um, that being said, if I push this account to Cavalier this weekend, I will do something on this account that it took me 5 years to do on my second account, and I think close to 6 years on my main account. Um, and then I'm going to turn around and do it in 2 months on this one. That's just almost ludicrous. um, I have a requirement on how big an account has to be to get into my main alliance. And I would, if I get this account big enough to get into my main alliance by the gifting event, banquet event, whatever you want to call it, that would be sick. What was the bet, bro? I missed the stream with work. Haven't seen it yet. Oh, okay. So, DD did a stream. Dimension of Dreaming for those. By the way, YT user, thank you for stopping in. Good to see you, my friend. DD did a 12-hour stream the other night where he took his brand new account, which is about a week younger than mine, to Cavalier. Towards the end of the evening, he was struggling quite a bit. And I kind of gave him some crap about it. So he bet me that I couldn't turn around and push to Cavalier using less units and less resources and less time than it took him to do so. We did a 9.5-hour stream the other night, and unfortunately went through a lot more units and resources than we were planning to go through, just getting through the end of Act 5. That kind of pushed us back a bit. So by the time we got into Act 6.1, we really didn't have what we needed in place. Also on top of that, because of the fact that AQ had been set back, didn't have nearly what I could have had available to me for the push. How much resources? What did we use? We used about 1,300 units. Close to 50 revives, 40 revives, something like that. I don't remember. And we, and a ton of potions. A ton of potions. But we made our push. We did, like I said, we did finish Act 5. We had a pretty decent start on Act 6.1, but just kept. I had a hard time getting really momentum to go down the path that I think is the best one. Gotta love the small account. Yeah. So we went ahead and pushed for it. We did what we could, and we fell short. At the 9.5-hour mark, actually close to about the 9 hour mark. I went ahead and called it. There was just no way we were going to make it without being able to push up a few more champions. Obviously, I during that stream we pulled and awakened Hercules, which was phenomenal. We added another 20 sig levels, pushing Absman up to sig 80. We turned around and pulled 6-star Bishop during that stream. We pulled 6-star Korg during that stream. That's a push symbol. Yeah, I mean, it was we did quite a bit. I I'm 100% proud of how that went. I the bet was if I pulled it off, he would have donated $50 to the channel on the stream, which would have been great, but not. Don't expect anybody to donate to the channel whatsoever. It's always appreciated. Anybody who decides to become a member, memberships are live. If anybody hasn't seen that, we actually had to rework those, but we got those live before Sunday. And then the downside to the other side of the bet was if I lost, if I could not achieve it, I had to post on the channel a post of his determination, which is live on the community page. He sent it to me last night of what he wanted me to post up there, and it is up there now for anybody to see. Feel free to leave a comment. I am a man of my word, and it is live on the channel. That being said, we got pretty far, and I knew that if we utilized this week as best as we could definitely make a second attempt at it this weekend, and we are going to do that. It's 6 levels left. We started with 14 levels that we had to get through to become Cavalier. We got through 8 of them. That in itself, I feel like, was just a phenomenal accomplishment. 14 levels in 9 hours. Quite a bit of resources. We pulled an amazing amount of just God tier champions and set ourselves up pretty well. Getting that Cavalier title is definitely going to make a huge difference to this account, without a doubt. So I will continue to push for it. We have been growing quite a bit. I gotta say, to be truthful with you, I still make more than my fair share of mistakes, and I've never shied away from the idea that I'm not a God tier player by any means. I'm not a Seton. I'm not a Legacy. I'm not BG. There's so many of them out there that if you want to see perfect gameplay, we'll show it to you. I know players that I personally are in alliances with, or that I have been in alliances with, that can show you some amazing gameplay. I, on the other hand, will show you that you don't have to be perfect to get through it. I will show you that if you keep incrementally improving yourself, you can get places and get things done. I think taking an account to Cavalier in 2 months' time is a huge testament to that. And the amount of growth that we have had on this channel in 9 months' time is also a huge testament to that. Uh, I've also had quite a bit of personal growth in my life. There are some big announcements that will be coming towards the end of the month that I want to let you guys know. I did announce Sunday as well during the live stream. Game and resource management is so important when you're free to play. Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly it. We've ran this entire account the entire time free to play. We we are not doing anything special over here. We're not buying deals. I'm just making sure that I'm smart about how I use my resources. I time what I do when I do it. Yes, does it help that we are pulling some banger god tier champions? Definitely. Um, it makes a difference. I won't deny that. I will not deny that the amazing RNG that we have gotten on this account makes it a lot easier. I will also not deny that the fact that I started it and then right afterwards it got announced that there would be several months of huge events that are just pouring out resources left and right out of them that would normally be extremely hard to pick up on a small account, also is playing a part. And okay, so it is. Um, but the whole point of this was to see if you were to start an account right after the 4th of July deals ended and pushed it all the way to the banquet event, basically 2 out of the 3 biggest spending events in our game. How much could you do in that time? How far could you get the account? Especially if you weren't literally grinding all day, every day on the account, which I clearly am not. I don't have time to do that. Between the channel and my full-time job, and then also on top of that, my alliances and my other 2 accounts, I can only put so many hours a day into this one. And some days it's not even hours. It's get in for a few minutes, do my AQ, collect my dailies, and get it back out. That being said, it's still 100% possible, guys. God, that was close. We could have really picked that up if we would have done just a little better. Hoping we can finish this off. This win here would be huge. If we throw up Iceman, he doesn't have a counter. Well, I guess he's got Sunspot. Well, then he throws Sunspot there. I think that might just do it for us. I don't think he can take Rogue with Iceman, or take Iceman with Rogue. If I can pull off this Sunspot fight and any kind of decent kind of score, I think we can pick up our second win here. Which unfortunately isn't going to put us into Bronze 2, but it will get us the next milestone for the cap event. Oh, I thought I had him there. I really honestly thought I had him there. Oh, that should do. Hopefully that'll do it. Hopefully that will do it. Yes! I thought we could get that. That was nice. Not perfect by any means, guys. I will never claim that. But it is still possible. Pick that up. That's big. That gets us our second one. That gives us a 4-star relic right there in itself. And now we just got to pick up 5. We just got to do 5 more matches. Win, lose, or draw. So pretty excited on that. Let's see what that did over here. That did also pick us up the rest of the dust for the solo and another crystal there. Still quite a bit to work on right now, obviously. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to have to get into an alliance that's actually active enough to pick up the rest of these. So we'll be pushing on that very soon. Let's see what we did just add, though. These crystals have been really good to us, like I said. The 3-star technically isn't great, but the ISO does help. We do need a ton of that right now. But I will definitely take this 4-star relic. Let's see if we can get somebody that will help. Hulkbuster. Let's see who we can throw that on. Let me look at something real quick here. I know I stashed this somewhere, but references are good to have, boys and girls, and this is why I share them. Not only because that way you guys can see them when they're needed, but so I can go back and find them when I need to. So give me a second. I'm trying to see. I mean, obviously what makes sense is to put it on Ghost and probably move Vision over to Ultron. But I want to double check. I've got some resources in here. If I can scroll back far enough to find it. I know I can find it quicker online chat. Ghost, Ultron, I think you can. Yeah, like I said, I know I can put it on Ghost. God, has it been that long since I posted it in this chat? I gotta remember to post things in chats that kind of get stuck and go nowhere more often, so that I can scroll to them a lot quicker. I think that's too far back already. Okay, I think my best choice. I'll double check it better later. I know I literally just sent these over to somebody, but let's go in here and where is Vision? Vision. Okay. Unbind Vision from Ghost. Bind him to Ultron, which will help Ultron out. Double check real quick. Block proficient, incinerate, poison, shock, and plasma effects. I don't have any of those. Heal, block effects. He doesn't have any of those. We'll leave it there. YT, thank you. Nice to see you back. We just picked up a 4-star relic. She doesn't do shock damage, so that ain't gonna matter, but it'll still give us, it'll still help extend the combo. So not perfect, but considering she's going to be the one that we're going to use more often, we might as well go ahead and make sure that it's on a champion that can benefit us. We actually just hit the 2nd milestone in Battlegrounds for the little account here. Trying to do a push and get a few relics built up, or not relics, but trophy tokens built up, just so that when I do push over to Cavalier, we can have better resources to buy from that store. And then I'm going to grind up a bit more stuff over the tonight while I'm working on some stuff. I'll probably auto run a few things on this account just to farm up a bit more gold and a bit more other resources. Luckily enough, like I said, the alliance leaders in this alliance did not bother. My plan, nice to see you. Movie for you. Click link. Oh, gee. Not for sure what these links are, but I will check them. And I have a feeling they're going to get removed. Guys, I'd appreciate okay. Yeah, no. Let's not post these kind of links, guys. I'd appreciate that. Sorry, I apologize, guys. I'm trying to take care of a couple things over on Rumble as well. I appreciate you guys helping out and stopping in, but I don't need this kind of spam in our chats. We are a gaming community over here, and I appreciate the support. But can we please not put spam in the chat? Ross, nice to see you. Appreciate you stopping in, man. I have no clue what got banned. I don't think. No, I don't want him. I want him. Yeah, we are currently just kind of trying to push our way through the milestones for the new event that just dropped. If you haven't seen that, make sure you jump over and check that out. It is how you are going to get the rest of the dust that you've been looking for. If you are high enough to be looking for it. If not, it will at least build you up towards that 6-star ascension. As well, on top of that, there is also a 6-star relic at the end of it. So make sure you are getting involved in Battlegrounds. Not only because it will help your alliance, but also on top of that, so that you can help yourself. It will make a huge difference for any size of account. I don't care if you're Paragon or Uncollected. These couple months, I told everybody how important they were going to be, how big they were going to be. And I know not everybody listened. Even people in my own alliance didn't listen. 6-star relic, you say. I'm busy this event. There is a 6-star relic. All you got to do is Battlegrounds. As long as you are paying attention and doing all the milestones to get through Battlegrounds, you will, it is going to take a few wins, and it is going to take quite a few Battlegrounds matches. I will not deny that in any way, shape, or form. But that being said, you can still pick up a 6-star relic. So please do not miss out on that. You do have a month to do so. Well, a little under a month. Yeah, I've been needing to break from my cab push. Yeah, I feel you, man. We did our cab push last weekend and fell short. As a matter of fact, as my part of the bet on that, there is a community post up on the community tab on the channel paying off my part of the bet and honoring the fact that I did not make it. That being said, we are by far not done. We had 14 levels to go when we started the challenge. We are still 6 left to go on. So we are going to farm every bit of resources we can this week. That's what the live streams this week are going to be about. Pushing every element, every direction that we can, picking up everything that we can, and moving on so that we can do that push for sure. 5.4 nodes are just beefy as hell. They can be, depending on what your roster looks like. And, you know, I do have several videos on the channel talking about 5.4. I am going to have to do some updated videos since Act 5 got reworked, so it definitely does make a change to things. So most of the information is still relevant, but there are some things that are different than what I originally found, most of which are easier, to be truthful with you, than what it was. But we are, and that is actually a great way for me to segue into something. I did announce this weekend as well. I can just feel my 5 stars slowly dropping off is all. To be honest with you, it is one of those things that the 6 stars, you know, once you get past a certain point, your 6 stars are gonna. But I want you to remember that many people did Act 5 at a harder difficulty with 4 stars. So don't necessarily feel like that you can't do it just because you don't have 6 stars. We did it on this account without using many 6 stars. I mean, obviously I was running 6-star Ghost, but most of the work was getting done with 5 stars. So it can be done. You may need to push them up a little bit more. You may need to do a little bit more practicing. You may need to figure out what path works best for you. But it is 100% possible to be done with 5 stars. What I started to say there is I did announce on Sunday a new series that I'm going to be doing called How Can I Help with Wolf? We're going to start that next week, where we will do a couple of those per month. We will do for members only. Memberships are live on the channel. If anybody wants to join, feel free to do so. I would be absolutely honored to have any one of you as members of the channel. It does help me grow things. It does help me progress on several things and make things better. It does also buy back some of my time so that I can spend more of it with you guys. That being said, we are going to also do several a month where it is for everybody. What we're going to do is we're going to go on and we're going to talk with chat. We're going to answer questions specifically. Do you have a question about what you should do in an alliance? How to start an alliance? How to be an officer in an alliance? Do you have a question about Alliance Quest, Alliance War? Do you have a question about battlegrounds, incursions? Do you have a question about a particular champion, a particular node? Any of these type of things. We will be covering them on the channel, and I'm just going to sit down with everybody And whatever it is, if I know the answer on the spot, we'll go through and we'll talk about it. If I don't know the answer on the spot, I will be making a note of that. I will, and what I will do is I will go do the research, figure out exactly how to answer the question, and I will put out a video on it. We will also be doing community posts to ask everybody, topics for different weeks of what maybe we should plan on covering ahead of time. We're just gonna keep pushing and making things better. A lot of you reach out to me on line chat, Discord, and ask me about your champions. You ask me about particular nodes. You ask me about this. You ask me about that. And I love answering those questions for you guys. I never shy away from it whatsoever. And anyone who has ever messaged me knows exactly that. But if you've got that question, somebody else in the community probably does too. And maybe they didn't think to ask. So I figured this is how we can expand again what we're doing for the community. Like I said, I will be doing some of those that will be members only. We do a members giveaway every month. Our first giveaway is this month, and that is going to be a 4-star a Wolverine pop action figure. So for anybody who's interested in that, literally the only thing you have to do is become a member of the channel, and you are eligible for this month's first drawing. We will be also doing t-shirts, posters, other things in the future. Wolf popping in to drop a like. Hope you have a lush stream. Thank you, Emma. Appreciate you. Always appreciate you seeing it, stopping into the channel. That was really close. If we hadn't slipped up that one time, I think we could have probably won that one too. Oh well. We just need 5 matches anyway, so that's 2 of them. Let's go get 3 more. Or maybe not. Let's see how we doing on resources right now. We do have a... I am trying to be strategic about this a bit, guys. Like I said, I want to make that Cavalier push this weekend. We are definitely in a good position to do so. But I don't want to use up all my resources to do so on Battlegrounds. But I'm curious. I know we're not going to do this, but I want to look anyways. We can only get 4,000. That ain't going to be worth it for us. Tier 2 alphas, I think we're doing pretty good on those, so I think I need to worry about that right now. The Tier 5 basics will be big once I hit Cavalier. So, DJ Bigby, how's it going, my man? Nice to see you stopping into chat. So, right now... Let me see if there's something... I'm very well. How is you? I'm doing great, actually. I'm doing absolutely amazing. I got quite a few things in the works right now that I cannot wait to tell you guys about. Some people think they think they know what I'm about to spill, but they have no clue. Some people know, and also... yeah, so I got quite a bit coming here soon, guys, and the channel is going to continue to improve. My gameplay is going to continue to improve, and life is improving quite a bit very soon, guys. And I'm so excited to share all of it with you guys. What did you take away? I'm a bit mixed. Oh yeah, what's going on? Man, we are always here to talk. If you, I mean, and if you don't want to talk on the channel, don't feel like you have to. Feel free. You can always message me privately, man, if you need somebody to talk to. I know it's not always easy to find somebody to talk to, especially as a man. Um, no disrespect for women whatsoever, but girls, you know, in spite of the fact that they say it's hard to be friends with, for girls to be friends with one another, girls are able to open up. Women are able to open up quite a bit more with one another than men are. Um, and that needs to change. We all need somebody to talk to once in a while. So, if you need somebody to talk to, man, just let me know. In chat or private. Either way, whatever you need, man. Let's go ahead and get Angela in there. Downside to the limitation of resources, overwhelmingly, on this account, is the fact that the main champions I'm putting everything into are guaranteed to get banned right off the bat in Battlegrounds because they're the biggest ones. Well, I'm trading gifts with an alliance mate, but I keep receiving gifts from the other alliance members and feel bad for not gifting them back. Nice tech heavy season for Battlegrounds. I see. Yes. Man, that is one of the conundrums. I will tell you this, as an alliance leader, okay, this happens to me a lot, where I get gifts from everybody in the alliance, but I can only send so many. And it's I always try and let everybody know, and I have repeatedly, that I only have so many gifts I can send. I can't send them to everybody. I appreciate everything that gets sent to me overwhelmingly, but I think this is one of those things. I actually heard somebody talking about it the other day, actually last night, that they actually, in an alliance that this gentleman was in, what they did is they assigned gifting buddies. Okay? Meaning they literally split the alliance down the middle and assigned every person somebody that they would trade their gifts directly to and back and forth on. Which I think for an event like this one and the red envelope event, that is a great strategy. It's not a bad strategy for the banquet event, but I also know that unless both people are planning on spending the same amount during the banquet event of units, that one it would be a little different. I think if they bring this event back next year, or when we get to the red envelopes the next time, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do with my alliances, as I am going to, again, pair everybody off directly down the middle, okay? Every ticket you pick up goes to this person, and every ticket they pick up goes to that person. But as long as you are in some kind of communication with the rest of your alliance, and you let them know, hey, I've already agreed to everything back and forth between me and so and so. If people keep sending you gifts, I don't think you have anything to feel bad for. If you want to pay that back down the road, keep it in mind when we get to the banquet event. That's what I would say, personally. That's my feelings. See if we can't pick up a win here in the process. Getting to bronze 2 today. I know that's not a not a big milestone by any means, but on this account, it would be an absolutely huge milestone. I think if we could get to bronze 2 today, it'd be pretty killer. Not only that, but we'd also pick up some Elders marks, which would also be absolutely amazing. Who would you say is the best champ? Ramp up champ. That's a hard choice. It kind of depends. Because, like, okay, if you look at, say, Aegon, if you're talking long form content or you have opportunities to be able to ramp him up, you know, if you can get over that 100 hit combo on that meter, like the amount of damage he does is just beyond disgusting. And it is gorgeous. I do that a lot on my second account. Corvus, an amazing ramp up champ, in my opinion, even still. But again, you have to have the right everything in place. I don't know. I think that's very situational. Did I win that? I think I won that. Oh. I don't know. Distracted, not paying attention, not sure what happened. Yeah, unfortunately, I'd have to say that's a situational thing. It's something that is almost impossible to answer. Oh, yeah. Captain Marvel movie is another just absolutely amazing ramp-up champ, in my opinion. Love her. Use the crap out of her on a ton of stuff. YT, you are a sick god, my friend. And I appreciate the crap out of you. Wow, man. I just got a chance to look at a couple of those. I'm going to have to look at them a little closer, but I love what you're doing, bro. Thank you so much. I will add those to the rotation. It is looking great. Yeah, she can carry you through quite a bit. Especially if you can get her ramped up in just a few fights and then carry that, if you can carry 20 to 25 charges every fight, again, she can be a lot of fun. But again, situational. I'm still waiting to get a 6-star or 5-star Void, as I love him so much. Highest star I've got is a 4-star. Void is great if you have him awakened in high sig. No problem. Just changed over the same logo on the previous ones and added a couple new ones while I was doing it. Yeah, I saw that. The new ones look really cool, man. I'm gonna have to look them over a lot closer once I get off of stream and stuff. But yeah, they look really good, man. I appreciate it so much. You have done so much to help the channel for sure, bro. And I can't thank you enough. DJ, again, you've done some amazing work for me as well. I want to thank you too. Don't even remotely think that I don't appreciate all the ones you've done. My MVP for Act 4 was good before the buff. Hood. Yeah, I mean, that is exactly it, guys. That's another thing I love about this game. Everybody I talk to, it's, oh well, this is the champion I did it with, and that's exactly it. You got to do it with the champions you have, instead of worrying about what everybody else has, worrying about the tier lists. Find the champions that you like. I think Mikey 21, if nobody's been over and checked out his channel, is a great um, example as well of that. He uses some less traditional champions to do quite a bit. He does a ton of work with Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, somebody that most people wouldn't even consider to do it with. I did a lot of stuff early on with Loki, somebody that at that point in time nobody was considering doing anything with. It's just about using the champions you got and the ones that you enjoy. Because I will also tell you this much as well. There are champions that people are like, oh, that's the champion you do it with. This is that. And then, like, I can't hardly use that champion, and they're not great in my hands. So, what's the point? Do you have a favorite Stunlock champion? Hulk. All day long. Hulk. Just checked, and they are handing out relic shards this BGC. Yes. Yes, that was something else that was actually announced, that relic shards are part of the different tier progressions for this battleground season, which would be another reason it would be really nice if we could make it over into gold or bronze 2 today. It's not going to be an easy season on this account by any means. It won't be any easier on the big account. Still don't get relics. I love relics, honestly. I think they are tremendous, especially if you pair them properly. A lot of them, if you pair them with who they are, make a huge difference. Like Hulk with Hulk is just amazing. A lot of it is not only are they great for extending combos, which is important. They're great for adding on stun, which is also important. As a matter of fact, you ask about stun lock champions. All I see on relics is temporary stun. No, there is so much more to it than that. First off, they put bonuses on your champs. They put debuffs on the opponents. They can increase your bonuses and debuffs onto champions. You just got to pair them right. You gotta know the champion that you're putting them on and what abilities those champions have. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get done with this fight, and then after I get through this round of battlegrounds, we'll jump over and take a look at just the few relics I have on this account and talk about them a little more. That'll be something that we'll go into. It'll be kind of a preview of the How Can I Help with Wolf series. Okay, let's use relics as a first real good example there, since DJ, you've done quite a bit, so I think we can definitely answer your question a little bit more. I know relics are not one of the clearest things, and especially if you don't do your research into them, it's not easy. Then again, I only have 3 relics. Yeah, it does make a difference on what relics you have and what champions you have. Yay, another loss. Oh well. Doesn't matter right now. We're just trying to get 5 matches in so that we can get to the next milestone. Obviously, it would be great to move up, but not too worried about it. Okay, so like we just pulled Hulkbuster as a 4-star relic on this account. So he will be a great example. We'll get back over here and get that last match in a minute. Relics were an absolute game changer after becoming uncollected. Has helped my roster so much. I agree. They're big. Okay, so we have Hulkbuster on Ghost. Not the best one to put him on at all. I will tell you that for sure. But let's go ahead and go in here and customize our relic. Okay, so first thing that is the most important with relics is your ability slot info. Okay, by putting on this ability slot, it's the next the next shock debuff gains an extra 13.6 duration and potency with a 25-second cooldown. Or while you have 3 or more shock effects on an opponent, inflict a suppression passive, lowering their combat power rating. Okay, these are huge in themselves, quite a bit. But also on top of that too, Hulk is going to boost any shock damage done. Hulkbuster is going to boost any shock damage done. So if I look at my tech champions, in all honesty, I would be better off to put the Hulkbuster relic on Nebula, Shuri, or Idoom here. Because they have that shock damage. So I have Black Panther with Nick, and then Wolvie with Kitty, then Gamora with Herc. Gamora with Herc is a good one. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pull up something real quick. It will give me just 1 second, and I will show you something. Now, these are not mine. I did not make these infographics. I pulled them up. I share them in my chats and stuff. I typically do not share them on the channel because of the fact that they are not mine. But these are absolutely great. Champions that are recommended. So you said Black Panther. Black Panther is ideal for Hitmonkey, Mole Man, Shang-Chi, Black Panther himself, Elsa, Stealth Suit Spidey, or Black Cat. But he can also work well with Aegon, Elektra, Hawkeye, Mantis, or Misty Knight. For Nick Fury, you're better off with Black Widow or Valkyrie, who I have on Nick Fury in my, and that's where I went even before I had seen these charts. So I was just talking about the Hulkbuster relic there. Now with the Hulkbuster relic, I said Idoom, I said Nebula, and I said Shuri. And you can see right there, even without looking at this chart, those are 3 of the champions that are the highest ones. Nimrod would definitely be a great one. Sentinel, Guardian, or Hulkbuster himself. I do have these on a couple of the line chat groups. I have them in a couple of other places. If you guys want to reach out to me, I can forward you guys copies of these if you would like. They are an invaluable resource to use to decide what champions to put your relics on. Obviously, you're limited by the roster and the relics you have to a point. But that being said, guys, just because you don't necessarily, it's again, just like we've talked about on repeated occasions, don't necessarily just assume that you can't do something just because you don't have what you do. They can't, at minimum, they could be a great resource, like you said, to extend the stun lock and things like that. And that is a way to use them. So, just got 4-star Storm. That's going straight on Magneto for the Unstoppable buff. Again, another great way to look at it. You said you have Wolvie on Kitty. Wolverine is great on any champion, any mutant champion that also does bleed. But he does have a few other uses there. Just make sure you're checking what you put on the relic, because it'll make a big difference on how much it boosts your champion. Making sure I didn't click back over. Stream's always a few seconds behind as far as what I'm seeing. Oh, totally missed. Yay, good job. Missed my match because I was paying attention to other things. Relics are free buffs if you just take a minute to read the effects. Yes, they are. They can definitely do quite a bit if you're making sure you're parrying them quite right. So don't sleep on them by far. Also, on top of that, because of that, understanding that every single person that is uncollected or above has the ability, just by doing battlegrounds this season, to pick up a 6-star relic. If you sleep on it, it's your loss. A 6-star relic is I don't care which one you get. They are going to be huge. They are going to be account changing. They are going to make a huge difference. And we made it into bronze too. Somebody threw the fight on us. I wasn't planning for that. I'll take it though. Yeah, and it's not just a 6-star relic. As a matter of fact, let's go look at that again because I was just there. So we've already made it through 3 of the milestones already. We made it through winning or just getting a single fight, getting a single win. Now we've made it through getting through 5 fights. Now this is where things are going to get interesting. We got to pick up 5 wins now, but this will give us a full 5-star relic. Okay? On an uncollected or Cavalier count, a 5-star relic, that in itself is huge. Then we get up here to the next milestone. This is going to get you some more dust to be able to ascend another champion. That's huge. But the final one here, not only do you get the last get dust towards being able to ascend a 6-star champion, but a full 6-star relic here. That is 10,000 6-star relic shards. That is the price of a full 6-star relic. So guys, make sure you're doing battlegrounds this season. It is going to make a huge difference for you. Battlegrounds also counts for the enlistment event here for the Alliance. Another great thing that you can do. It also as well counts for the solo enlistment event if you haven't maxed out the points on that as well. So guys, don't sleep on Alliance Quest. Don't sleep on Alliance War. Don't sleep on incursions, but also make sure you're getting into battlegrounds. Also on top of that, this account is uncollected. Getting rewards from battlegrounds just for doing your matches also means that you're looking at 6-star shards. For a low level account, great. For a high level account, great. There is so much here right now, guys. You want to make sure you're doing your part. You want to make sure you're getting in there. You're getting active. You're getting everything taken care of. What's Battlegrounds? I've never played this mode before. Hey, Jason and Jabari. Yeah, never played that mode before. Love seeing you. Appreciate you stopping in and showing a little bit of support. So we are kind of going over the little account here. Like I said, we have had phenomenal luck on this account already. Our 5- and 6-star roster is shaping up just wonderfully. Let's actually, at this point, we'll start looking at it as separately. Today on the account, we were able to pull a 6-star Apocalypse right after we pulled, we awakened 5-star Apocalypse. So, at least we got some resources to throw into him, so that helped us. He will be a major factor for this weekend's push on Cavalier. I guarantee you that. As far as the 5-star roster, we are continuing to push up Hercules and Absman. We are working on getting everything we need for that. Also, on top of that, we were able to pull. Who else did we pull today? I know we pulled somebody else. Oh, we got Guardian added to the account. We just recently pulled Magneto. We've got Nimrod. It just continues to grow, guys. It's getting ridiculous the amount of luck we're having on this account, to be truthful with you. It is looking really great. We are getting things in place. We should be able to pull Cavalier off this weekend. We should have been able to pull it off last weekend, to be truthful with you. And yes, Battlegrounds is therapy inducing. It is. It is stressful. I will tell you this much, though, guys. This season of Battlegrounds, if you have not made it into Gladiator Circuit in a previous season, this season may be a little easier on everybody. I'm not saying it's going to be easy for anybody whatsoever, but it may be a little easier. Because of the fact that now there is seeding in place. So, a lot of the upper tier guys that normally wrecked everybody within the first few weeks or held off and then wrecked everybody at the end while you were trying to make that push are already several tiers above you right now. And that means you don't have to worry about facing them right away. So, there is that for those of us that are not setting with high-ranking accounts. Now, that being said, for those of us who are setting with high-ranking accounts, that can also be a nightmare. So, yeah, have fun. There is still going to be a lot to accomplish, guys. Speaking of a lot to accomplish, I have a lot to accomplish as well. Pew, thank God. I hate playing the better players. I'm a scrub myself. I feel you, man. Like, we all know. I pride myself on the idea that I am not the best player in this game by any means. I am one of the ones, in spite of the fact of talking crap to Dee all the time, all out of love. And in spite the challenge that we lost, not surprisingly, that we would do better at getting Cavalier than what Dee did. Which, by the way, again, if you guys haven't seen it, the community post is up on the channel. It is live. It does. I did honor the bet, 100% so. So feel free to go over and make fun of my shame. All with love. So we are going to continue to push. We are going to get that Cavalier. I think Kabam made a mistake. They started me in Plat 1. What did you finish last season, Jason? Jabari? How'd you finish? That's going to make the difference. Because that's where you're going to start. Either that or they just gave you... But if they started you in Plat 1, that means you get the rewards for all the other ones instantly. As soon as you play 5 matches. Well, I'm all way to slave myself to the Battlegrounds grind. Can't wait for the Alliance War season rewards. Yes, Alliance War season rewards should be out within the next couple days, guys. That's going to be Mysterium 1 or something like that. Yeah, that's why you started in Plat. They didn't start you where you finished. Everybody started back from where they finished. But it does. You do start higher based off of where you finished last season. So that will. I mean, it's going to be a grind still, But those initial free rewards after you get in your first 5 fights will be absolutely amazing. I thought the rewards were today. No, season ends today. Rewards will normally take about 2 to 3 days before we see them. You will see AQ rewards today because that did just end today as well. So those will be out for the week later today. I just got lucky. Normally I would finish sell 5 or something, but I'm just having fun now. Hey, I agree. Honestly, that's how you should be doing it. Just have some fun. So, speaking of having some fun, I know a particular somebody at the moment that I know very well is having some fun because he is doing his push to hit Gladiator Circuit today. He said he was going to try and do it in a single run today. Mind you, seeding started, so it does matter that he has that ability to start at a higher rank right off the bat. But I do need to go take care of some stuff myself and get everything in place. So in order for me to do that and actually stop in and say hi for a few minutes to him before I have to take off, I think we're going to go ahead and call it because we have done quite a bit today. We'll be pushing more tomorrow. We will also be back on Friday and Saturday, and then we'll be doing the Cavalier push on Sunday, guys. So I want to thank everybody for stopping in. If you guys could run over and join me to say hi with a hashtag Wolfpack Grade, let's go over and give Didi a little bit more props and tell him how I'm not done yet. We are going to keep pushing, guys. I want to thank everybody again for stopping in today. Everybody who has joined me over on Rumble. Everybody who has joined me on YouTube here. Everybody who's had taken the time to hit that like button. I will see everybody back very soon. I hope everybody gets another God tier champion because apparently we're going to keep pulling them on this account. So hopefully I can pass some of that luck on to you guys as well. And I will see you guys back tomorrow for another one. Have a great day, a great night, whatever it is for each and every one of you. Peace out.